Hey friends, good morning. I am so elated and so pumped to be here sharing with you all about a topic that I just love. It actually gets me giddy. It gets me super giddy to be able to be here with you to talk about some of my favorite oils that are outside of the premium starter kit. And I just am super giddy to be here with y'all. So we're going to dive in the best way that I thought that I could share with you this morning, because there's just a massive amount of oils that I would say to you, if I could grab every single one of them that you can, because every oil was designed with such great purpose. And I believe every oil that Gary Young and Young Living that they've created would benefit you and your family. So I'm going to share some of my favorites today. But what I would love for you all to do when you have a hot second is to share with us the number one oil. If you could only share one oil with someone who said to you, hey, I grabbed my premium starter kit and I am going to jump on Loyalty Rewards and I want to add one new oil outside of the premium starter kit, what would you recommend? Can you share with us right now what that oil would be? Because I want everyone to hear from you as well. There are so many oils that have been created for and designed for a great purpose. And I know that maybe you'll have some just recommendations that maybe I won't cover today. So I would love for them to hear from you as well. So the best way that I'm going to share today is I'm going to put it into pockets. And the first thing that we're going to start with is the fall months. Now, outside of the premium starter kit, of course, the very first one that I would grab during the fall months is Thieves. Hands down, you all know how amazing Thieves is. But the next one that I would grab are these two oils. One of them is Immune Power, a total powerhouse. And the second one is Exodus 2. Now, I believe that Exodus 2 is a hidden gem. I believe that so many people do not know about this oil and it's so underutilized, and every single person should have this in their arsenal. It's Exodus 2 and it's out of stock right now, but let me tell you why you need this oil. There's frankincense, vetiver, cassia, northern lights, black spruce, cinnamon, myrrh, and so much more that are packed into this oil. And it's such a great complement to support our bodies overall during the fall and winter months. My family cannot live with this. I know that I stockpiled it when it was in stock and it's been out of stock for some time. So just saying, when it comes back, be sure to grab it. Immune Power, again, is a powerhouse packed oil and one that we will never be without. It looks just like this, and it is packed full of great oils to support y'all during those months. Okay, what I thought would be fun, I love when people share roller recipes with me, so I'm gonna share 4 with you. These are gonna support you during the fall and winter months primarily, but you can use them all year long. So number 1 was given to me by Dr. Jim Bob Haggerty, and if you want to grab a piece of paper, I'm going to throw so much great information at you today. You might want to just write down some things. Otherwise, you can replay this back at a later time. But here's the first roller. This is one that I make for the kids, and I put it in their backpack and I send them off to school with it, or we have it around the house or in my purse. So it's going to be 15 drops of Thieves, lemon, and Melrose, and then 7 drops of oregano and frankincense. The next roller is 3 different oils. This is going to be 10 drops of each, and it's Thieves, Purification, and Lemon. The third roller is equal parts, so I put a few drops of each. The first oil is Melissa, and we're going to talk about that because that's one of the best oils on the planet. And then I also add a couple of drops of either Immune Power or Longevity. Now, Longevity is another hidden gem that I do not believe is talked about enough. That oil is a powerhouse. Please hop online and look at all of the oils that are in that blend and you'll understand why it's so powerful. But longevity is another hidden gem that I would highly recommend that you have in your arsenal for your family. Okay, so that roller again was just a couple of drops of each, or a few drops of each with some carrier oil. That's going to be Melissa and Immune Power or Melissa and Longevity. The last roller that I highly recommend during these upcoming fall months is 15 drops of pine, geranium, and lemon. Those three together, amazing. Like bomb-diddity goodness. And I encourage you all, I don't know if you know that there is this amazing feature when you go into your virtual office, not your virtual office, when you go into your shopping platform and in the search field, you can type in any oil. And if you scroll down to the very, very, very bottom, there are a ton of oils that have actual scientific studies. So when you click on the science portion and you open it up, you're gonna see actual scientific studies that will support why these oils are so good for us. And I love sharing that with so many people. It just gives us some added education that we can share amongst other people who are really inquiring, our green personalities who want to know the science behind things. It's really good. And there's some really good PubMed studies behind pine, geranium, and lemon. It's a powerhouse. And let me just say, if you have lungs, especially in the fall and winter months, pine is going to be one that you're going to absolutely want to have on hand. Okay. Just saying, it's so good. Okay, so those are 4 rollers that I would highly, highly say are good to have on hand during the fall and winter months. Here's some additional oils that I would also have to fill your home with beautiful aromas, and that would be Christmas spirit. I would never be without it during those months. Cinnamon bark, orange, and vanilla. Those are things that I would grab outside of the premium starter kit heading into the fall months. The last thing that I'm going to share about the fall months is this new simplified collection that is coming out in the fall. It will be announced shortly and you can grab it September 1st. That, hands down, is going to make your life so much easier during the fall and winter months, and you are going to want to have that collection in your home. It is amazing. Just saying, it's amazing, right, Melissa? We can attest. It's so good. You're going to want it. Okay, we're going to move on to the next section, and that is, I call them my happy oils. Now, we know that oils are so good for our emotional systems. There's so many different oils. I think there's over 30 oils that will greatly support your emotional side of being a human, right? And I don't know about you, but with back to school and just the everyday stressors, I rely on so many of these oils every single day to just make life a little bit easier and to get through those hard bumps, and also just to support my everyday emotional well-being along with my children. So I'm going to throw out some oils with you and just give you a couple of snippets of why you need these in your home. Orange. Number 1, my most favorite happy oil. Every single day, I apply it right over my liver. Your liver is right below your breast, right below your breastbone, and it's kind of tucked away under there. I'm sorry, my left is over here. I'm showing you my left over there. I'm sorry, under my right. Sorry, it's under your right. And I love to place it there. Orange oil is my happy go-to oil. Idaho Blue Spruce. I slap that and I lather that on my husband every single day. It is one of the highest frequency oils that there is, and it's so good. Men especially love Idaho Blue Spruce, but I love it just equally. It's so good for either. Valor, hands down, is like when people say, what are your top 5? Valor is my number 1. Valor is what made me fall in love even more with the premium starter kit. Valor is like the happiness in a bottle. It's just literally, I cannot say enough about Valor. And just pair Valor and orange together. It is so good. So I know that Valor comes in the kit, but again, I love it. It's like my favorite happy oil. Okay, bergamot. Bergamot. Okay, bergamot was, and I don't even know if that's how you say it, if that's the right saying. It looks like this. Okay, it is another hidden gem. A lot of people don't talk enough about bergamot, but it is grown over on the coast of Italy. It smells, I wrote down some feelings about it, but it's very like tart, but sweet. I know that that's really kind of odd to say. It's very uplifting. And I also feel like there is an earthy aroma that comes with it, but it's so underutilized. And this oil brings just the best happy emotions. Like it just makes me so happy, but it's also great for your skin, for cleansing properties. And I love to use this as perfume. Just slap this on a couple drops on the wrist or put it on a diffuser bracelet or a necklace. It's so good, you guys. Okay, Kid Power. Okay, this hidden gem is so like, it says kids on it, but y'all, like this is one of the best oils around. Think of like when you're a little kid and the ice cream truck rolls around in front of your home and you're so giddy and you grab your $2 and you run outside and you see on the sign, it says orange creamsicle. That is exactly what this is. You can literally just apply it by itself, or you can add it with orange to make it even more aromatic. You can put it in your diffuser. I wear this as perfume as well. And people are always like, what do you have on? You smell so good. But this right here is like a calm cucumber for my children. When my children are just like kind of off, I can tell the emotions are a little just not where they should be. This is my go-to for my children. This is like super, super good. Pull up Kid Power and look at the oils that are in there. You'll understand why it's so good. And the smell, you guys, I'm just like huffing it because it's so, so freaking good. So, so good. Okay. Then I would move right on to Sacred Mountain. So when I was at the Gold Retreat many moons ago, my friend Annie, she pulled it out and she shared with me that that was her favorite oil. And from that day on, like through the whole retreat, and then just ever since, it's an oil that I always have in my purse. It's an oil that instantly grounds me. It's very calming. And I love the aroma of it. It's so hard to describe what the aroma is of Sacred Mountain, but it is one of the greatest balancing oils. It also is known, okay, this is what I wrote down. It's like a hug from Mother Nature. I know that that sounds weird, but I feel like I'm out in Mother Nature. I just feel like so grounded. I feel like if you're someone that is into chakras, like it's known for opening certain chakras, it's just a really good oil. I'm super obsessed with it. That is one oil that should be in your arsenal as well. It looks just like this. All right, Sacred Mountain. Two more are Joy. Joy, hands down. A lot of people will tell you about Joy, and there's good reasons why. It's in Gary's Great Day Protocol. Joy is known just for being uplifting. It's such a happy oil. It's an oil that we would say to place right over your heart. And I will share with you, it's a testimonial. And so it's near and dear to my heart. It was a gal when I first started using oils. She had just had her baby and emotions got the best of her so much that she was not holding her baby. And she couldn't even fathom picking up her baby to feed the baby. And I had a friend who shared Joy with her. She rushed it over and said, place a few drops over your heart and just let that oil work for you. And she called her friend back that night and she said, something wonderful happened and I am holding and loving my baby. And I just thought like, oh, can you imagine like how beautiful that moment must have been? Okay, that was so good. I'm sorry. It brings back all those emotions. Okay, the last one that I want to share in the happy emotions is Vetiver. Vetiver is so under talked about as well, but that is one when we have like those really high emotions, our children are really heightened emotions. We feel all over the place, scatterbrained. We just kind of need to really reel it back in with focus. Bedivere is one for emotions that I would highly have on hand. And then inside the kit, peace and calming and valor are also really good for grounding and balancing and supporting our emotional well-being as well. Okay, so okay, moving on. Okay, let's move into the kids realm. Okay, kids and parent must-haves. Now, I think Young Living was genius to create a kit just for our kiddos. Okay, Kids Sense Roll-On collection is right here. It's the most darling collections, but when I go to a baby shower, I love to grab this kit. Even though I feel like maybe it will be utilized later on for them, this is like an amazing kit to have for anyone with kids. And I would say any human. I use this kit so much on myself, but when you open it, I only have 2 of the oils in here, but when you open it, there's 5 rollers in here that greatly support a child's well-being, like from boo-boos to restful nights to focus, homework during focus, all things digestion. Like, this kit is so freaking good. And inside here is a roller of Kid Power, the one that we were just talking about. So I love to take this. You can have it in either form, roll it on as perfume. You are good to go. I put this in my kids' backpack. This like goes all over them on the way to school. It's so good. Okay. And then also I love for babies and for moms who are pregnant, I love to gift them Gentle Baby. That's like hands down the one that I love to give them. And the reason is because what I have found is that when they apply it on their belly during pregnancy, that scent, of course, it's our skin, it's our largest organ, it goes through all of our pores. That baby is encapsulated basically with that oil, like while the mother's applying it during pregnancy, right? I just love that. And then the baby is being supported and the mother's being supported. And then when the baby is born, I love to say, like, apply like a drop of Gentle Baby on the clothing or on like a lovey. And then anybody that is going to hold that baby instinctively already knows that scent. And there's this instant calmness. You also can take the bottle and just apply it under the baby's nose. And there's this gentle calmness that occurs, and it's just so beautiful. So Gentle Baby, hands down, that is my favorite gift to give to new mamas or someone that I find out that's pregnant, like at a baby shower. Such a beautiful gift. And of course, the Seedlings line, the Seedlings wipe, just the whole line is amazing, but the Seedlings wipes are one of the best gifts to give as well. Okay, let's dive right on into the next topic of happy hormones. So these are oils outside of the kit that I would say are like non-negotiables for our family. Number 1 is Endoflex. Endoflex, Endoflex, Endoflex. Like, if I could write down any number 1 oil for a hormone, just like saying happy hormones, I would say Endoflex. Get that into your arsenal. I love to apply it right over my thyroid. I love to apply it like on my forearms, and my children. I love to apply that on them as well. Endoflex, anyone that is a human should have Endoflex, okay? There's also another one that is incredibly great. There's a doctor by the name of Dr. Dan Purser. He is known in the world of hormones, and he is incredibly supportive when it comes to women and men and supporting them with their hormone levels. Now, something that he created is called Progessence Plus. That is known specifically for raising your progesterone levels, but it also supports so much more. It promotes relaxation, harmony, and balance. And I just absolutely love this oil for so many reasons. You can probably go back into your groups, and the person who created your groups, this group, it might be in here already for Progessence Plus. Look that up. Look up Dr. Dan Purser, and you'll be able to see all of the incredible testimonies of women who have utilized that oil for so many different reasons. Next up is Clary Sage. I absolutely love to use this specifically around my cycle. It's really good for skin ailments, calming all of the body during and before and after the cycle, soothing your comfort. It's really good. Dragon Time, if you have youngsters who are entering into that hormonal stage, Dragon Time is phenomenal. I still use it on my lower abdomen during the cycles. Lady Scleral, I would say, is really incredible for women that are a little bit on the older side. I'm not saying older, I'm just saying not in their teens. It supports estradiol levels and is really good in the body, really good. If you are having questions about hormones, link arms with the person who invited you here. Link arms with anyone that you feel confident with. And there's a lot of resources on the different happy hormones list of oils. There's so many different oils that will help your body during different stages of menses. Okay, perfumes. Let's dive into some really incredible oils to grab that are outside of the kit that are phenomenal to use as perfumes. Okay, one of my favorites combos is Orange and Believe. This combination right here is so freaking good. So freaking good. I love to gift this to people. I just always just believe, like I'm a firm believer in happiness and that we get to wake up and decide what kind of day we're going to have. We get to turn situations around and have great attitudes. And so this is one that I love to gift to my team. I grabbed cedarwood. You guys, I didn't mean to grab that. It's actually Believe in Orange. Sorry about that. Believe in Orange. That combo together is just magical. Another one is Abundance and Orange. I love to gift Abundance and Orange to brand new people who are joining my team. That's a beautiful combination as well. Again, Bergamot, phenomenal on its own. So those are some of my favorite oils to have on hand. And again, Kid Power. Hands down, such a beautiful aroma to have as a perfume. There's also Melissa Poepin. I think that's how you pronounce her last name. She actually has her own book that she's created on perfumes with a whole bunch of different recipes. I encourage you to grab that. It's like $15 and you can make a whole bunch of different blends as well. Those oils are primarily outside of the kit. Okay, and then I wanted to jump into if you're an athlete. So I could spend all day, every day talking about how to support your body during the times when you're exercising and really out there just high performance or even low performance. But here are some things that I would have on hand after you purchase your kit. I would grab Deep Relief. That is such a phenomenal oil to have on hand. It's filled with so many great oils that will really greatly support your muscles. Also Wintergreen. Wintergreen alone is known for so many things. Hop on Young Living, search Wintergreen, go down and look at the science field. I believe that there's some PubMed studies on Wintergreen. CBD Muscle Rub, that is something that I have by my bedside. I have it right over here by the couch. I have it in my kids' rooms. My kids play sports, and that is one of their favorite go-tos to have by their bed. And then the Cool Azul oil, I think that's so under talked about as well, but I use that constantly. After a run, after a hike, after a long swim, and my kids love that one as well. The Muscle Rub too is phenomenal. Okay, here are just a couple of oils that I cannot live without that are outside of the kit. Now I know that I've shared a bunch with you, but these are like some of the top oils where I'm like, these are non-negotiables. You've got to have them in your family. Hands down, Purification. Purification used to be in the premium starter kit, and goodness, it is so good. I have bottles in every single room. And let me just tell you that Purification, when we got our backyard done, it became bee season. And Purification is like one of the best oils to have on hand when those bees come attacking. I'm just saying, it's so good. It is also phenomenal if you have kids in sports, and I don't know about you, but I have stinky hockey bags and clothes like everywhere, in the hamper, in the garage, in his bag, in his shoes. Like, Purification is so good. I also love to put purification on wool dryer balls when we're drying. We don't use dryer sheets anymore. And so putting it on wool dryer balls and throwing it in the dryer is just perfect. So put it in a lot of stinky spaces, but there's a tremendous amount of reasons why we love purification. There's lots of reasons. Okay, the next one is Melissa. Okay, I have loved Melissa for a long time. Yes, and the Melissa Kohler too, but like I love the oil. We had the opportunity to go up to the farms. We have a lot of golds up there right now who are experiencing the Melissa fields. Melissa smells like lemon balm. If you can imagine walking into a room that were just filled full of lemons, this is what Melissa is. It's what it smells like. It is known for soothing. It's known for skin, like all things skin. It's known for calming. When you are in the presence of Melissa, you are so calm. Just, it is so beautiful. I cannot speak so like any more highly about this oil. And one great thing to know is that if you're taking Young Living supplements, multi-greens is one that I would never be without, and Melissa is in that supplement. It's so good. Okay, next, patchouli. You know, it might not be the best smelling. You might not like it at first, but I will tell you that patchouli is so good. It is so good, and you get used to it and then you crave it. It's a weird thing, but it's known for skin. It's known for great rest. It's known for promoting clarity. It is just good all around, all around. Next one is cedarwood. Cedarwood is like, when people are purchasing their starter kit, I usually say you're gonna love your starter kit, but add on cedarwood and orange, because those are two like right off the bat that you should have when that starter kit comes. Cedarwood, a lot of people love it for placing it on their hair. They're seeing some great results with that, with hair growth, with great restful nights. I love cedarwood for so many reasons, but those are two of the main reasons. Next is helichrysum. When I had the great opportunity of meeting Gary Young, I had a one-on-one conversation with him, and I asked him what his favorite oil was. And he said, hands down, helichrysum. He carried it with him in his pocket everywhere he went, and he shared multiple stories of why it was his favorite oil and why he would never be without it. There's so many reasons to love helichrysum. Look it up. There's a lot of benefits to it. Next is copaiba or copaiba. I don't know how to pronounce it. I never have, but I just always say copaiba. Whenever I go to the dentist, this is like hands down an oil that I will never, ever, ever be without. When I have a brand new mama who has a baby and they're going to be going through those like 4 to 6, 9, 12 month stages, I always have them just apply it right on the gum lines. The Vitality oil specifically, it's really, really good. It's also known to be a driver oil. So any time that you use copaiba with another oil, it drives in deeper. It's so good. And blue tansy is the last one that I'm going to tell you about. Blue tansy is phenomenal, and it goes great for anything and all things skin. I love to make an Epsom salt bath sometimes with blue tansy. I love just blue tansy in general, and to place it in a glow serum. Here's my favorite glow serum recipe. I wanted to leave you guys with this today. So blue tansy, frankincense, and geranium. Blue tansy, frankincense, and geranium, 15 drops of each. And then I add 2 drops of rose, 3 drops of Royal Hawaiian sandalwood, and 7 drops of patchouli. Hands down, amazing. Just your skin is just uber soft, and just you have this glow, and it's so beautiful. So I hope that gave you some ideas of some really great oils to use that come outside of the starter kit. I always just say, like, look at your life, look at your needs, and decide, do I want to start with my gut? Do I want to start with supporting happy hormones? Do I want to be able to support my children better? And really map out a plan to where you either take 1 or 2 new oils every month on your loyalty rewards, and that way you can start to build your arsenal and your tools. And I will tell you, the best thing about being a mom is having these tools right at my fingertips every single day. Every single day we use them. So bless you guys. I hope you guys have a phenomenal day. Thank you for allowing me to occupy your space and for being able to come into your homes this morning. Have such a phenomenal day. Cheers, and be sure to go get some Kid Power. Just saying, it's magical.